Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and having yourself a beautiful day. Today I'm reporting my succulents. I bought a few succulents a while ago and I didn't have pots for them, so they've been sitting in my garage. Can you believe it? They've been sitting in my garage, and I recently got pots for them, and then I still left them still in my garage. I mean, how can I do that? Yeah, I at first it was the thing of I didn't have pots for them, then I had pots for them, then I didn't have time to pot them, and I walked past them today and I realized, Moira, yes, they're succulents, and yes, they can handle a lot, and yes, they're very forgiving, but there comes a time where they give up and say adios if you don't do anything about it. So before we get there, because now I was beginning to see dried leaves, I'll show you the other one. I thought you better pot these things, you better pot them up and water them, because the soil is hard rock, is dry. They are dry, they're super dry, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. Finally, that's what I'm doing today. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you are well. Let's do this together. If you have any plant chores to do today, let's do it together. I don't know if you have any repotting to do, or planting to do, or watering to do, whatever it is that you have to do. Come, let's do it together. It's fun. It is fun. Put stuff on my pants. You know what? I was silly. I did my garden with my favorite tights on, and some of the I was outside pruning a few shrubs, and some of the plants have a sap on them, this white sap that comes out, and it's sticky, so it fell on my ties, and I hope it comes off well. It feels like glue, you know, when white glue has fell on you and it dries out, it feels like that. I've got some right here, not nice, but anyway, enough with that. I've got a few things to set up. Again, hubby bought me this mat, a bigger one this time, which I love. It's for the floor, and it comes with a knee pad. I love this. I need this, especially outside. When I go down and do my beddings and stuff, I usually just go on my knees or sit on the ground, and it's nice to have a knee pad. But anyway, this mat is big. It's about 120 by 180 centimeters, so I love it. I've been needing something for the floor which is big enough, because I have one. It's bigger than me. Okay, all right, because I have one for my, which I use on my countertop. Is the right size for my countertop, but for the floor it's nice to have something big. I'm gonna show you. I'll show you how big this thing is. It's big. Okay, let me show you. It's blue. It's a very beautiful color, and inside where you're planting it's black. Okay, let me show you. So this is how big it is. It's huge. It's almost the size of this carpet, so it's massive. Yeah. So just like the one on the countertop, they're all the same. The only difference is the size. You know, it comes with its clip-ons at the corners, where you can clip it on, and somehow this one doesn't want to clipped and I don't want to return the thing. I really don't, and I might have to return it. Honestly, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like doing that, but then it comes with those. Let's see if this one will clip. Yeah, the rest works. So the rest works, which is beautiful. It's just this one. Oh, it's just this one. What is your problem? But I'm not gonna stress myself with it. I'm definitely not taking it back. I'm not taking it back. Okay. It does hold a bit. It doesn't clip, but it does hold a bit. So I'm inside the mat. Can you believe it? I'm inside the mat. This was beautiful. So, okay, let's do this. I just want to tuck my hair away because there is no way I'm going to be able to do anything with this hair on my face. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do this. So I've got my soil and I've got my plants. So the other thing I wanted to show you is that this hole in the middle, which you can unclip and you let the soil and the dirt come out from there. Like you pick it up like this and everything falls out through that hole into whatever it is you're throwing your rubbish in, you know, the dirt in. Yeah, cool, eh? Very nice feature. Okay, let's do this. So here are my succulents, which I bought, honestly, weeks ago, long time ago, actually. Long time, actually. And that goes for sure that succulents really can handle a lot, and they really do store up water in their leaves if you were in doubt. I'm not. I love succulents, so yeah, but there comes a time where you know you need to do something about it. Okay, I just need to get my pair of scissors. All right, I got my pruners and scissors because I'm gonna need them for that. I have cleaned them up. Someone asked me on YouTube what I use to clean my pruners. Just soapy water. With me, I just, you know, I use soapy water. I take the dish liquid soap and warm water, and I wash my pruners. I take the sponge and I scrub them and I wash them nice and clean, and I dry them and I make sure that they're completely dry, and that's how I clean my pruners. So yeah. So what I do is every time I've used them, like now I'm gonna use them, every time I've used them, when I clean up and I put stuff away, I wash everything I was using. I wash the basin I used to soak the soap, to mix the soil in. I wash everything, so including my pruners, so that next time when I need to use them, I don't first need to wash them, you know, that things are nice and clean, that I don't have to, yeah. It makes life easier. It makes life so much easier, you know. So I'm using my succulent soil. There you go. I'm using my succulent soil and I mix it up with perlite for good drainage. This is succulent soil. So yeah, so I add perlite in it encourages good drainage. So yeah. Just gonna mix it nicely. I hope I have a cloth here. I think for now this will do. This will do for now. Alrighty, so we're gonna start. These are the pots. We're gonna start with this one. What I want to do, just a minute, is free this. And I'm going to use this to put old soil in. So there we go. It's so dry. I was not much concerned because the day I bought them, they had just watered them. So, so I was okay for a while with them in the garage and doing nothing about it. But now they're dry. So I'm just going to break it down a bit. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see. There you go. Now this pot now looks a little bit too big, but I'll have to be very careful when I water, to be mindful of that. I'm just gonna remove the dead leaves, the yellow leaves. Can you see them in there? So it was beginning to yellow. I don't know if I don't have a right size pot for it. I probably should just go check the house and see if I have the right size pot for it. I didn't think about it when I bought these. Yeah, I just grabbed. Didn't give it much of a thought. Just want to remove every yellow, because the truth is they are gonna fall off anyway. So, and also it doesn't look good with them. So if you want your plant to look great, remove all the yellow stuff. Unless if you love the look of it, then it's okay. I don't. So I think I've removed everything. But there is not too limp. It's still on the firm side. You know, it's not too limp, which is good. You know, it's not like shriveling up at the moment. So, but it's definitely sending me a message with these yellow leaves that if you don't do something soon, is not gonna be well with me. So and I get the message. I definitely have gotten the message. Yeah. So yeah, I've taken off. It's cleaner now. Definitely looks good. Okay, done. I just want to check if I don't have a right size pot for it. Alrighty, I found this one. This one will be is actually the right size for it. Up until I need to upsize, it's a perfect size for it. So we're gonna use this one. Goodness. You can see. Can you see? I hope you can see. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit of soil at the bottom. And we take our succulent. Here you go. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Okay. Look at that. Goodness gracious. That's why I like my spoons. This garden stuff, honestly speaking, they're just amazing. They just look amazing. They don't do a great job most of the time. Anyway, I'm glad I've got a mat. Okay. Just tucking in soil in there. It's not always easy to plant in a narrow pot. Just have to make sure that, yeah, the soil have gone in there. You know, there's no air pockets. Okay. I'm making such a mess with this silly thing. That's why I love my kitchen stuff to use. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought it ages ago and I hardly use it. It works well with big pots, like the pots I'm going to use for the other plants. It's definitely going to work well, but with a narrow pot like this, it's just ridiculous. So there we go. How beautiful is this? I hope I didn't plant it too deep. This is where I can do with my chopstick. Let me get my chopstick. I got my chopstick. It works better than my fingers when I try to make sure, especially when you're working with such a deep pot, to try and make sure that the soil have gone in there. But I think it really has. I'm not gonna stress. I love it. I really do. And I'm glad I left room to water. Sometimes I plant my plants, you know, I put the soil all the way to the top, which is not great because when you water, then it doesn't make watering easy. Always leave a gap, a space. You know, don't fill up the soil to the top. You know, leave a good amount of space to make life easy for you when you water. But there, we've done one, and it looks amazing in this pot. I forgot about this pot. I forgot I had this pot. I've had it for years. Here's one which obviously I had bought for this one. So back here again. I'll do the bigger one later. Yep. Senecio, I think so. I think this is Senecio if I'm not wrong. But I love this plant. I had one before. My husband bought me one years ago, and it got infested with mealybugs. And I was new in, you know, with succulents. I was still learning the whole succulent thing. It was years ago, and man, I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know that it's mealybugs, and the way it looked like cotton just fell on it overnight. It was outside. It was not indoors. It was outside. And man, I didn't like it, and I just threw it in there. I didn't even bother to go to the. Usually, I go to the garden shop and I tell them what's going on with my plant, for them to tell me what I'm dealing with. I could not be bothered. I took that whole plant, dumped it to the dustbin because I thought I can't afford for it to affect my other plants. So yeah, I threw it away, and I never looked back. But I always told myself when I see one day, I'll definitely buy it. And yeah, the other day I was driving around, stopped at this garden shop I've never been to and always wanted to go to, and it's like they specialize mostly in with succulents and cactus and stuff, and there it was, and I was like, there you are. I'm a bit more matured now. I'm all grown, succulents wise, and I think not I think. I'm taking you home today. Definitely taking you home. And yeah, took it home. And here we are. Here we are. So yeah. And I knew later, you know, as you grow, as you grow, I've taken out all the soil. I don't like the soil they're using, you know. So for outside, I think, I don't know. I mean, no, even for outside, because these plants, I still have to decide whether I'm gonna keep them indoors or take them outside. But even for outside, I really don't like the soil. It's one of that, when it gets dry, it becomes like clay. It becomes, yeah, it's scary, you know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. So yeah, that's my journey with this plant. So it was, I've got great memories with it because it was really a gift from my husband at the time. We were out to grab breakfast. He took me to this beautiful place, and they had a plant shop there, and I saw this plant and I loved it, and he bought it for me. So yeah, there we go. It's all planted and ready to be watered, ready for a drink. Like I said, they were not too bad, they were not too dry, but if I didn't do anything about it anytime soon, I would have lost it. I love this pot. You know what I love about it? It's a bit shallow, it's not too deep, and it's gonna love it in here, you know. That's number 2. And number 3 is this one. No, not the base, not the base, the base. This is the 3rd one. So yeah, I'm super excited for this. The soil is beginning to get to my nose, and I pray I don't sneeze. Because once you start sneezing, oh, there's no stopping. Okay, just gonna remove the soil. I'm just gonna tilt my camera that you see what's going on here. See the kind of soil I'm talking about? I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. They were pot bound, or almost pot bound. There you go. So I'm just gonna move it to the side. Get this pot. Same kind of a nice shallow pot for it. And put our soil in. Super excited for these plants. You can see how dry they were. They were super dry. Even the dust. Goodness gracious. They were super dry. So yeah, it's gonna look so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna tilt my camera again for you. See how it works better. This works better with a bigger pot, definitely. I hope it's in the middle. Can't really see. And I take my chopstick just to make sure that there's no air pockets. I think I got it. I'm doing this just in time, and this is the right time to do this. When they need a drink. I'm not too late. I'm not too late. You know, I am not too late. Just making sure that the soil has gone in there. And I hope it's in the middle. I can't really tell. I can't really tell. I don't like spiders. I hope I killed it. Ah! I don't know. Are you like me? I really don't like spiders. It's perfect. I'm just gonna add a little bit of soil. And I must remind myself to leave room, not to pack in soil all the way to the top, Moira. Yeah, I've left room. Oh, this looks absolutely beautiful. I love how it looks. I really do. Look at that. It looks amazing. And the pot is so, oh, there's the spider. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me show you that you see that I'm not being silly. There is a spider here. Oh. Yeah. I don't like spiders. I really don't like spiders. I don't like, but I must be honest, I've grown a bit. I've really grown. When it comes to creepy crawlies, I really have grown. Am I the only one out here who don't like creepy crawlies? I really have grown. I've realized over the years, I call my husband less these days. Before, I used to scream and left, right, and center, but lately, I think having kids also, we grow. Children have a way to make you get over things, Before kids, it's like, wow, somebody help me. Then you have children and you realize that they need you to help them, or they need you not to be scared. They need you to be strong, and they need you to be brave, right? To confront your fears. Yeah. And with offense, I was somewhat grown. I was somewhat grown. Then I had my second child, Jonathan. I thought I was grown, but you realize, no, you are somewhat grown. And yeah, and he's 9. And trust me, I've grown a lot in those past 9 years, together with offenses. Yeah, no, I've grown a lot. After 2 kids, concerning the things I was terrified of, things I was scared of, I've grown a lot. I have. So yeah, let's see. I've done the 3. I think we're gonna stop here. I'm going to give them water. I don't want this video to be long, but it's been fun. Here are my succulents. I'm going to take them outside because they need, yeah, sorry about that, but I'm going to take them outside because they need a thorough drink, really thorough drink. And and I also want to rinse the leaves. I want to spray the leaves and make sure that there's nothing on them. That's why they were in the garage. I didn't want them in the house. I still wanted to make sure that there's no pests, but I've been checking on them every time I go past them, and I haven't seen anything funny except the spider on that one, spiders on that one. So I'm gonna take them outside and give them a good spraying and a good drink, and then let them drain out, and then I'll bring them back in. But yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go get your things planted. Don't leave them too long. Yeah, they talk. They do. They don't like it either. Some appreciate to be left alone like these, the succulents, but there comes a time where they say, hey, yo, do something about it now. But anyway, it's been fun. Thank you so much. Bye.